Good morning, Patriots. This is Flag Bearer Fred. I'm down on my bridge here in 405. I would like to share with you why I will never give up. My son was killed in 2005. I was well into my mission. But he gave me a truth and a truth in love. And then I became aware of the 22 military veterans a day, and that's a small score, you know, like so many statistics, but it really is, because there's just so dang many of us that commit suicide. My son did not commit suicide. He was showing off. Car got flipped. He is pinned. And there's a long story to that, but there's no time for that at this point in our walk. I used to go home and roll up in a ball and pray to God that I die. I'd hold my breath. Don't do that, by the way. I'd hold my breath, and I heard that you couldn't die doing that, but I figured, by golly, if anybody could do it, I could. I just got the worst headaches that I ever had. And about, I don't know how long into it, I tell people 6 weeks, and I've been saying it for a long time, so it's got to be close. But I went home and I crawled up in a fetal position after my meeting. And I thought my big dog Pepper got up on the bed. And I look up, and my dead son is sitting there. My son Brian is alive, sitting there with his arm over me, like he used to do when he had to tell me something. He was somebody that, like me, if he had it to say, by golly, sooner or later it got said. And he looked at me and he goes, "Dad, you got to knock this off." I said, "What?" Because you know what I mean. I'm with Grandma. I'm with Grandpa. I'm okay. And I kind of blinked my eyes at him, and he said, "My brother needs a father and my sister needs a dad," or vice versa. I was in shock. I doubted myself, and I closed my eyes, and I looked up, and my dog Pepper jumped up on the bed, stuck his head down, and drove me off the bed. That got me going again. Folks, any way this thing goes, we're going through a bunch of stuff here real soon, and we need to have faith, and we need to have love, and we need to have hope for each other, or there's just not going to be many that makes it through. I believe that we're being awakened just in time to awaken our inert sense that we are God, through God, whether you believe in God or not. So you're either serving live or, live, or you're serving evil. E-V-I-L, L-I-V-E. And it seems to be that simple a choice. Now, this stuff about the traffic and our president, it's really true. And the CRIMES against our CHILDREN, that's why I'll not give up until my last breath. But most importantly, right now, you need to know that you are a temple. And God comes to that temple, but he won't come in unless you ask him in. My life was too tough before. My addictions, I could not ignore, nor could I make them go away. And I tried mightily, and I have a fairly strong will. But until I asked God, and I held off because I was afraid I might have some fun in sin. No, I really did. I really did. Oh my God, it just makes me, if I'm alone, it makes me cry. Yeah. And I thought to surrender, like, you know, I had an antagonist that taught me to be tough, and I got to where I would not say uncle. I'd cry, I'd do everything, but I just wouldn't say uncle, and I wouldn't say whatever the word was that would get me out of it, you know. And it served me well. Look, a crow once told me that it was flying home, and it got dark, and he was flying low, and he hit a windmill. And it was cold, cold, cold. He had never been so cold in his life. He couldn't stand it, so he cried out. The cow comes up and says, Crow, what's the matter? Crow says, I'm freezing to death. I'll do anything to get warm. The cow said, really? Crow said, yes. So the cow turned around, put a cow pie right on him. If you don't know what a cow pie is, poop. Pooped right on him. Oh man, the crow was so happy. It was warm, you know. Oh my gosh, kind of sang almost for a minute, you know. Then pretty soon it just stank so bad. He couldn't stand it. He started crying out. Pretty soon, coyote comes up. Coyote says, Crow, what's the matter? Crow says, oh, I was flying home. I hit a windmill. I got cold. I was crying. A cow came up, made me warm, and now the stink, I'll do it. I can't stand it. So the coyote pulled the crow out of the cow pie and ate it. The moral of the story is that just because somebody poops on you doesn't mean they're trying to hurt you. And just because they pull you out of the poop doesn't mean they're trying to help you. So you look to God. Inside you, you don't depend on this war, don't depend on your family, your friends, or anything, because we are threatening the very power structure that entity represents, what the heck ever. So they fight dirty, and we don't get that opportunity. I have learned to even pray for my enemies. Whether I like you or love you, I wish the most benevolent outcome possible for you. I would never wish the loss of a child on anybody, not even the devil. My name is Fred Pepper. I'm just a flag bearer. And if nobody's told you this yet today, I love you. And I'm doing my best to leave no doubt that our Father God sent his Son Jesus, who taught us to pray, Our Father, loves you. Yes, you. Really. No negotiation. Peace.